Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm essentially going to be breaking down every single trade that was taken within my Telegram community. Here are just a couple of stats before we get into the video. Um, our return on investment for this past month of March, we still have 1 week left, but this last week we're going to definitely play it safe to preserve as much of the return as possible. So we're only taking A+ setups this coming week, last week in March. But this past month so far, we've hit 49.64% return on investment, 20.82% on AU, 18.82% on EU, and about 10% on GBP USD. We've won a total of 10 trades. We've taken a total of 13. That's about a 77% win rate. And we only lost 3 trades, and the 3 trades that we lost equated to a minus 3%. Right? So feel free to stay tuned. In this video, it's basically a webinar that was taken yesterday with my Telegram community where we walk through every single trade that was taken this month. If you guys do have any questions about the Telegram community, feel free to click the first link in the description and ask my team any question that you have. They'll answer that question. And if you would like to get in contact with me personally, just click that link, let them know that you want to talk to Mac, and they will send you my information. With that being said, go ahead and get into the video. Go ahead and look at the return on investment. 49.64% is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm expecting excellent months to come. All right. With that being said, here's the webinar.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so you guys will be able to rewatch it. Anyone who's a part of the Trade with Mac Telegram community. But you guys can go ahead and ask any and every question that you have, whether it relates to risk management, the strategy, the return on investment. Like I said, we're going to break down every single trade that was taken within the Telegram community, and only the trades that were sent out previously beforehand, whether it be through the video analysis or whenever I don't have time to drop a video analysis, I just send you guys a screenshot, which I did last Thursday on GU, produced 5R. We'll go over that trade as well. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. I know that we said the start time would be 9:05, but we're going to go ahead and get into it since we're packed out. I thought maybe we would need some extra time for people to join, but we are maxed. So let's do this. All right. So starting with AU, right? We've had a great run on AU this month, right? Pretty good run on AU. We're going to calculate, like I said, all the return on AU since the beginning of the month. So I'm just going to scroll forward or backwards, excuse me. AU has been solid for this month. Very, very solid. Okay, let's go up here. All right. So the first trade. So as we're going through all of the trades, if you guys have any questions on any specific trade, please ask. Don't be shy, right? We're not going to go over anything previous to before March. This is just the March walkthrough. All right, so first trade taken on AU, right, was Thursday, March 23rd. All right, and it produced a whopping 3.8% return. All right. On all of my trades, I advise everyone to risk 1%. You can decide to risk more than 1% if you would like, and at the end of the webinar, we'll calculate, what that could possibly be, all right? But 1% is what I advise everyone. That's what I risk. That's what you should risk. Anything more than that, I definitely don't advise, okay? We really stress risk management. Yes, we have taken a couple of losses. Chris, we will go over those losses as well. All right, they will be minus 1% because I risk 1% per trade. And I also tell my traders within the community risk 1%. So 3.8% AU. This was a video analysis that was released on AU. I explained exactly what I was looking for. This was an M15 trade setup. We also had a lower time frame trade setup here. All right, but we're not going to count that. That's more so for my students, but for everyone a part of the Trade with Mac you guys have access to the PDF strategy guide, so it's really straightforward. All right. So 3.8% on AU here. All right. Next trade on AU that was taken was March 10th. All right. This was a 6.41% return on investment. All right. Third trade taken on AU this month. This was a 4.48% return on investment. And remember, I tell you guys where to set all of your targets, where to set your stop losses, all of that. So it's nothing that you guys have to guess on. If you don't know how to apply the concepts, you guys all have my personal Telegram. All right, it's at Trillionaire Mac. Send me a message on Telegram or go to the bot and let the bot know that you are within the Telegram community, but you have some questions and you would like access to me. They will send you directly to me. My team has you covered. All right. This trade here was a 7.43% return. All right. It was successful. It was based on the M15 time frame. Let's go to that M15 trade really quickly. On the H1, it looks like it fell through, but it did not. There you go. All right. We're not going to count this trade because this was a day trade that I broke down to my students. That wasn't a trade that was sent out to the Telegram community. So we have 3.8%, 6.41%, 4.48. The first three trades on AU were successful. All right, let's go back to the H1 so we don't spend too much time going through, all of this data. Fourth trade on AU with a 7.13% return. 0.13%. This trade here was taken on a Monday. If you didn't catch this trade because you weren't expecting a trade on Monday, usually I don't trade on Mondays, no worries, right? Second trade was here. I told you guys look for a continuation. However, it was minus 1%. All right, I did take that trade, so we're going to do minus 1%. And I'm writing everything down so I keep track of it. All right, now this trade here, this is very, very similar to the GBP USD trade that I called out. But for some reason, I did not send this trade out to you guys, right? Between AU and GU, I felt that GU was a little bit better. However, this M15 AU trade, I regret not sending it out to you guys because it was a risk of 5 pips and profit was 51.3 pips. That's a 10.26% return on investment. It happens sometimes, the trades that we select are not going to give us, the max amount of return. But as long as we are still able to get a return, that's all we really care about, right? So we're not going to necessarily mark this down, this 10.26% return. However,
do you want to make money on autopilot? Do you want to increase your income? Do you want to learn how to trade? Do you want to understand the market? Do you want to make money when the market is up and when the market is down? If this is you, all you have to do is click the link below and Mac will contact you.
However, it was a very, very straightforward trade setup. All right. So this month on AU, we've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. All right. 4 winners, 1 loser, keeping our losses to about 1%. Very straightforward, right? Let's go ahead and move on into EU and let's see what was taken this month. Let's go to the H1 time frame. Very solid. All right, so March was, I can't see my dates. There you go. All right, so February and March. All right, so right out the gate, as you guys can see, 2 trades taken the first week of March. First trade on EU, all right, gave us a plus 4.63% return on investment, right? Second trade on EU, not very impressive, but still gave us a return of 2.49%, right? Price ran to the upside. This trade here, let's go to the M15. Scroll back just a little bit. Sorry if I'm making you a little dizzy. So this trade here, all right, this was taken on the same day as that Monday for EU. All right, so we can see that, or AU, excuse me. So we can see that this trade here came very, very close to tagging us out. I'm actually going to count it as a minus 1%, right? Now you guys can see on TradingView, it is still a positive 5.49%. However, it came so close to stop loss that we're going to just assume that most people got tagged out on that trade. Very next trade was that Tuesday. I told you guys look for a continuation. All right, using the strategy guide, the continuation was very straightforward. We can see that this was a positive 8.33% return. All right, make sure you guys are utilizing those video breakdowns, right? They're very straightforward. Don't sleep on them. All right. Now this area here, we actually took a minus 1% here on EU. So we took a minus 1% at this first point of interest here that I gave you guys. And then the second point of interest was successful at 5.37%. All right, and I'm writing everything down, so you guys might hear me pause just a little bit. Now we were looking for buy opportunities here. Nothing was tagged, and that's all the trades that we've taken on EU so far. This morning for EU, right? I was looking for something like this here to be tagged. I had my alert set and everything, but the trade didn't go out because we missed this entry area by about 2 pips. So that is why we did not have any trades this morning, but I did have the alert set, and just in case it tagged us in, it would have been sent to the Telegram. So we missed by like 1.5 pips, but it's all good. All right. All right, last but not least, we have GBP/USD. So GBP/USD, the last trade that we took within the Telegram community, sent out this screenshot here. Right, we were looking for price to push to the downside, run back up, tag us in. That's exactly what we see take place here. All right, so let's go ahead and delete that screenshot. All right, so this trade provided us with a 5% return. So we'll say GU plus 5%. All right, and this was the last trade that we took within the Telegram community. Let's see. There we go. All right, but let's just go back to the H1 time frame. Ooh, actually, guys, GU, we actually cleared GU. The only trade that I can remember on GU that was taken within the Telegram was I think it was a 9% trade. We're just gonna say GU. We're just gonna add another 5%. I have to go back through the outlooks in the videos to see what exact percentage it was, but it was around, I think, 9% for the total for GU for this month. So now let's go ahead and just calculate everything really quickly. So we have 3.8% on AU, 6.41% on AU, 4.48% on AU, 7.13%, and then we have a minus 1% on AU. So AU total for the month was a plus 20.82%, risking 1% of your account equity per trade. Now let's calculate EU trades for the month. We have 4.63% return. We have 2.49% return. We have a minus 1% return. We have a plus 8.33% return. We have a minus 1% return, and we have a plus 5.37% return. So even though we took more trades on EU, all right, that's an 18.82% return. All right, last but not least, GU. This is going to be an even 10%. We took more than just 2 trades on GU, but like I said, I have to go back and calculate it based on the breakdowns and stuff like that. So we'll count the 5% trade that was taken last week, and then the 9% trade that was taken the first week in March. We'll just say it was 5%, right? So we'll just leave it at a clean 10% return. So if we add everything up, 18.82 for EU, 20.82 for AU, and 10% return for GU, right? All the trades that were sent out to the Telegram community is about 49.64% from all the outlooks, right? Now, I'm not saying you have to take every single trade. I'm not saying that you have to catch every single trade. But the trades that are sent, make sure you all are taking advantage of the outlooks as much as possible. Now, my personal return, all right, for all the trades that were taken within the Telegram is closer to around 30%, minus fees, minus commissions, minus things like that, right? Plus, sometimes I take a little bit more reckless trades that I don't send out to the Telegram community, and so sometimes those losses, I take on, but you guys don't have to necessarily take on. Sometimes I am a little bit risky, in areas that I necessarily shouldn't be. However, all the trades that I send out within the Telegram community are very straightforward and follow the strategy to the T, right? So I took a little bit more than just, the few losses that we took within the Telegram, but it's all good, right? As long as I'm making you guys money, that's all that matters. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. We are going to do a part 2 later on this week where we will get into all the questions and things like that. But this week is going to be a little bit slower. Okay, why is it going to be slower? We're really, really close to hitting 50R total for just the Telegram community. All right. Now my mentorship students are around a 30% return for this month based on the outlooks. But because you guys get my daily outlooks within the Telegram community, all right, and also my day trades, all right, if anything sets up, you guys are closer to 50%. So you guys have a 20%, for this month, you guys have a 20% buffer on top of my mentorship students for half the price, right? So definitely continue to take advantage, continue to go over the strategy guide, continue to apply the strategy to the charts, and continue to produce results the world is not familiar with. All right. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you guys do have any questions, I'm going to copy all the questions that were asked within this webinar, right? And we will answer them within the part 2 that will be held on Thursday or Friday of this week. Maybe Wednesday, though. It may be Wednesday or maybe tomorrow. Who knows? We'll drop it. All right. I'll catch you guys. Much love. Peace out.